This is the Cliff Yates Show. Personal growth, motivation, inspiration, and philosophies for a great life.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Cliff Yates Show. As always, you know you're in the right place. It is time. It's time to budget your time. My wife and I have done a great job in the last 10, 15 years learning how to budget our money. And maybe you've done the same. Are you good at budgeting your money? We became really good at it because, number one, I wasn't good at it. My wife saw my finances. She goes, "You need help." She'd already been through some education in finances. She worked for a bank, Wells Fargo Bank in California. And then we were going to a church and we went to the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University. And we started doing something. We started telling our dollars what to do. And to this day, we still do. At the beginning of the month, we tell our dollars where to go. You're going here. You are going to electric. You're going to insurance. You're going in our pocket. You're going for new clothes. You're going for food. We tell our money what to do. And at first we started, as Dave Ramsey tells you to do, first we started working on our bills. And in the Financial Peace University format or the game plan, you start with actually your smallest bill, because he calls it the snowball effect, right? You start with a small one. You start working on that and get that taken care of. Then you get a win, right? You get that bill done pretty quickly, right? That's one of your smallest ones, right? Then now you get on to the next one. You're kind of excited because you took care of one. One's gone already. Sometimes we do the opposite. We want to work on the biggest one. No, let's work on the smallest one. We can get a win, get that out of the way. And before we even do that bill, we work on getting an emergency fund. I tell you, there's nothing better than having an emergency fund. Try to get that right away up to 1,000. If you can't, just do 100. Keep building till you get to 1,000. That's always there for an emergency only, nothing else. And you'll be surprised once you have an emergency fund, all of a sudden you don't have these emergencies anymore. And if something does happen, you got $1,000 ready to roll. And life happens. So that will happen. At first, we started with the envelopes, right? We put money, we put cash. And now my wife and I, we still pay cash. Now, we use credit cards since at the end of every month, we pay everything off. So pretty much we're using cash, really. The reason we put it on credit cards is now we can take advantage of those benefits, whether it's hotel points, whether it's mileage points with certain airlines. The fact is that now we can take advantage of those benefits because that doesn't roll over to a bill where we're paying a percentage for the use of that money. No, we charge it on that card. At the end of the month, we have cash that's already been set aside to pay that off. So we are paying cash still to this day. No, now listen, our car payments, 0. We do not have any car payments. Now granted, if you're working a job, you're self-employed, you need good transportation for sure. Now listen, you start paying cash for your cars. So we had to do it first. We started with used cars, and then we saved our money and we got better used cars, and eventually we could buy a new car ourselves, and we keep that car for 15, 20 years. No car payment. You don't want any car payment. And now Dave Ramsey would have you not have any house payment. And we'd like to pay off our mortgage, but that's one adjustment we do make. We believe, and it's really served us well, to invest in real estate, to use the bank's money to invest in real estate, rental properties, and our own property. And it's served us well. But of course, it makes sense if you're self-employed and you do not have a regular income. Like we had regular income coming in our jobs. We were not self-employed at the time. And so we were able to get a mortgage and have a fixed interest rate. So we had fixed payments. We had fixed income coming in and fixed payments going out. So now at the beginning of every month, we tell every dollar what to do. We start tithing to the church, 10%. That goes. It's important to us. That's our storehouse. Comes back to us tenfold. That's not the reason we do it. That's just our belief, our faith, our Christianity has us doing that. And then we tell the other dollars where to go. And that makes life great. Now, what I'm trying to do a better job at is telling my minutes what to do. Set your priorities. Tell your minutes where to go and what they're going to be applied to. Okay, listen, I have a priority to exercise, to work out, to go to the gym. Okay, I'm going to go 4 times this week for an hour each time or 45 minutes. Okay, I schedule that. I tell those minutes, these 45 minutes is going to the gym. That's a priority. Okay, I even schedule reading. Okay, this is reading time over here, reading time over there. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm scheduling, I'm on a strict schedule and then time to go to the bathroom. No. I keep it pretty loose. Matter of fact, if you can get your to-do list and your schedule low, take things off it, you have priorities, you have a really prioritized list of 4 to 5 things, so easy to maintain and sustain that. But you can have actually your priorities, first priorities, then you can have secondary. In other words, if you get your first priorities done, then you can switch and get to your secondary. But the point is, start telling your minutes what to do. That's right. You're going to have time. I know people in my life that I talk with. They just don't have enough time. I can't do it. There's not enough time in the day. Listen, look at President Trump. He has the same amount of hours that my friends do, but yet they can't handle it. They don't know how to schedule their time. They're not good. Now, some people I've learned are what we call, my wife is one of them, she's in time. So when she's with you, she's totally focused on the present moment with you, and she becomes oblivious to the next thing that's coming up. So she won't make that next thing because she's going to not be conscious of saying, hey, at 2 o'clock, I got to get on the road because I have an appointment that it's important to me. I need to be there at 3. But she's getting better. She's scheduling things. She's learning to tell her minutes what to do, her days what to do. So budgeting time is just as or maybe more important than budgeting money. We can always get more money. We really can. We can always make more money. We can find a way to make more money. Can we get more time? No, we can't. Limited amount of time. Matter of fact, Les Robbins, one of the great motivational speakers, it's an old video, but he reposted it today and it really hit the home with me, right? Because he said, hey, the journey for himself, he was saying, and it's true for me, I'm sure, the journey up until this point now, looking back, the journey to this point now is longer than the journey ahead. Think about that. Let that sink in. Maybe if you're over 50, 55, if you're over 55, 60 years old, pretty sure the journey up to this point is now longer than the journey you have left. Listen, you should have a sense of urgency in your life, right? Take advantage of every moment, every minute of every day. Start budgeting your time as well as your money, and you are going to be so much more at peace, and you're going to make better use of every minute of every day, and you're probably going to double your productivity. You're probably going to double the things that you do that you love to do. Hey, that's this week's message, everybody. And if you're listening on one of the podcast platforms, listen, subscribe, follow the show. Thanks for listening. But also, I film these things. I know I have a face for radio, but I film these things, so check them out. Check them out on YouTube. And if you're watching and or listening on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. You want to support me and the channel, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that bell so you're notified when the next video comes out. And I want to give you, as a PS, listen, last moment message to you, a gift of encouragement. I want to encourage you. Keep going. Persevere. Keep going with your character. Have the integrity to keep going. Whatever you're going after, keep going. Do not stop. Check out this video. Check the view. I committed almost 2 years ago now, right? I committed for 1 year. I was going to do a podcast episode every week for 1 year and never miss. So I got to the end of that year. Instead of having 52, I had 60-some episodes. I did more than one a week. Now I'm approaching the second year, have not missed a week of episodes. Thursday, the episodes come out. Never missed a week. Check back, but check the views on some of these YouTube episodes. People will talk, well, if you're only getting 6,000 views, if you're getting less than 20,000 views, if you're less than 5,000 subscribers a week. Listen, I'm lucky if I get 20 subscribers in a month, but I'm not stopping. I have my activity goals and I stick to them. And so I'm going to be approaching in 1 month, as a matter of fact, approaching the second year, never missing a weekly episode. I committed to that activity goal. I love doing it. I'm fulfilled doing it. I'm not doing it because of the outcome. Now I am going to pay attention to the outcome because I want to improve. I want to get better. But guess what? If you're a creator, and I'm going to talk to creators for a second, listen, just get after it. Just start where you're at. Okay, nobody's listening. Nobody watched. Be happy about that. Because by the time you get thousands of people watching it or listening, you're going to be so much better at it. So be happy. In the beginning, nobody's paying attention because you're not at your best yet. You're going to keep getting better and better. Every day in every way, you're going to get better and better. Listen, you know I love you. I'll see you at the next episode.